Conan the Barbarian wasn't supposed to work. It was too violent, too weird, too expensive. The lead actor could barely speak English. The original script was written by a guy high on cocaine, but somehow, it became a legend. And behind the scenes, animal attacks. Studio sabotage, a director who didn't care if his actors got mauled. Here are 20 weird facts about Conan the Barbarian you didn't know, and they're stranger than any fantasy. Origins, production chaos, strange crew choices, risky ideas. Number 1. The original script was a 4-hour cocaine fantasy. In 1978, Oliver Stone was hired to write Conan. What they got was insanity. Stone was heavily using cocaine and depressants while writing, creating what director John Millius called a total drug fever dream. The script wasn't set in ancient times, it was post-apocalyptic. Conan would fight 10,000 mutants. Tentacle demon gods would rise from the earth. The budget would have been impossible. Stone literally inserted quotes from Dante's Inferno into action scene. 4 hours of pure madness that would have bankrupted Universal. Number 2. Arnold insulted the producer and almost got fired. When Arnold first met producer Dino De Laurentiis, he looked at his massive desk and asked, "What is a little man like you doing with such a big desk?" De Laurentiis was furious. He wanted Arnold gone, telling him nobody can understand you. Arnold fired back, "Nobody can understand you either." Only director John Millius saved Arnold's career by telling De Laurentiis, "If we didn't have Arnold, we'd have to build him." One insult almost changed movie history. Number 3. The opening quote isn't from Nietzsche. Everyone thinks that opening quote about what doesn't kill you is from philosopher Nietzsche. Wrong, it's actually from G. Gordon Liddy, the guy who masterminded the Watergate break-in. He paraphrased Nietzsche during his book tour in 1980, and somehow that version ended up in the movie. So Conan opens with wisdom from a convicted criminal. Perfect for a barbarian movie. Number 4. Yugoslavia's political crisis delayed everything. The entire production was set up in Yugoslavia for 4 months. Sets built. Crew hired. Then the country's political situation exploded. 6 months of delays. Millions lost. They had to relocate everything to Spain and start over. What should have been a smooth shoot became an international incident before filming even started. Number 5. 2 swords cost more than most houses. The father's sword and the Atlantean sword weren't props. They were real weapons. 9 pounds of carbon steel each cost $100,000 per. That's more than most people's houses in 1982. For 2 pieces of metal that barely appear on screen. Both swords are now in the Smithsonian. The most expensive movie props ever made. And things only got weirder. Actor conflicts, improv, weird behavior, mishaps. Number 6. Arnold was literally running for his life. Those aren't normal dogs chasing Conan. They're German shepherds with actual wolf DNA. And they were vicious. The animals attacked their own trainers. Arnold spent weeks trying to bond with them. It didn't work. During filming, the dogs bit Arnold's loincloth and dragged him off a 10-foot rock onto jagged stones. You can hear him scream "God damn it" in the outtakes as crew members rushed to save him. Director Millius admitted, Arnold was literally running for his life. Number 7. Spanish extras were too good at dying. The Spanish extras were so excited to be in a Hollywood movie that they kept ruining their death scenes. They were overacting, hamming it up, making dying look theatrical instead of brutal. Millius had to pay them extra money just to die convincingly. Ironically, the Spanish government then took most of their earnings for military taxes. Even death scenes became a bureaucratic nightmare. Number 8. The director didn't care about safety. When Sandahl Bergman's finger was nearly severed during a sword fight, most directors would stop filming and check on their actress. Not Millius. He reportedly shouted, "Valeria would never let that happen." Bergman also suffered burns during another scene. Arnold got attacked by dogs. Multiple broken bones among stunt performers. Millius treated his set like an actual battlefield. Number 9. Arnold had to bite a dead vulture. For the crucifixion scene, they used live vultures tied to the tree branch, but for the close-up where Conan bites the vulture's neck, they found a real dead vulture. Arnold actually bit into its throat. On camera. Immediately after cut, they rushed Arnold to rinse his mouth to prevent disease. Method acting taken way too far. The cinematographer got fired for fighting the director. 3 weeks into shooting, original director of photography Gilbert Taylor was fired. He'd worked on Star Wars and Dr. Strangelove, but he couldn't handle Milius's insane demand. Some scenes had to be reshot multiple times because Universal thought they were too violent. The creative chaos was destroying the crew. Arnold fell asleep during a mystical scene. When the wizard paints symbols on unconscious Conan's body, Arnold actually was unconscious. The makeup process was so soothing after the brutal filming schedule that Arnold genuinely fell asleep. The cameras kept rolling. What looks like mystical meditation is actually exhausted bodybuilder taking a nap. Pure accidental authenticity. Number 12. The Wheel of Pain nearly killed Arnold. The props department built the massive Wheel of Pain to be easy for Arnold to push. Too easy. When Arnold first grabbed it, expecting heavy resistance, it spun so fast he lost balance. The next spoke smacked him in the head. They had to stack crew members on the other side, pushing against Arnold, just so he could look like he was struggling. Number vodka became fake blood. Spanish winters were colder than expected. The fake blood concentrate kept freezing when mixed with water. Solution: mix it with vodka instead. Anti-freeze fake blood. Half the blood in Conan is actually diluted alcohol. The most literal interpretation of liquid courage. Number 14. They lost snakes in a hotel garden. The production couldn't secure proper facilities for the live snakes used in filming. Their solution? Release them in a hotel garden until they could retrieve them later. Imagine checking into your hotel and finding pythons in the courtyard. Just another day on a Millius production. The snake playing Thulsa Doom's pet was so lazy it had to be constantly poked to look alive. Arnold's camel had stage fright. Arnold had to learn horseback riding for the role, but his camel was uncooperative. The animal constantly tried to return to its pen instead of following the script. It was like working with a furry diva. Every scene with the camel became a battle of wills between man and beast. The how it changed film spawned cult followings, fan theories. Number 16. The mass suicide scene was inspired by real tragedy. That chilling scene where Thulsa Doom orders his followers to jump to their death. It was directly inspired by the Jonestown massacre. Director Millius publicly admitted this. Jim Jones led a real cult to mass suicide. James Earl Jones played the fictional version. The name similarity wasn't coincidental. Millius was making a statement about the power of charismatic evil. Number 17. Arnold's accent got him fired as narrator. Originally Arnold was supposed to narrate the entire film, but his Austrian accent was so thick that producers panicked. They replaced him with actor Mako. Imagine the entire movie told in Arnold's voice. This is Conan. He will crush his enemies. Number 18. It spawned a $5 million theme park show. Universal Studios built a live-action Conan show that ran for 10 years. $5 million budget. Pyrotechnics. Lasers. An 18-foot animatronic dragon that breathed real fire. The show outlasted the actual sequel. Sometimes theme park versions are better than Hollywood sequels. Number 19. It created wrestling terminology. Professional wrestler Kevin Sullivan popularized hanging opponents upside down in the corner. He called it the Tree of Woe, directly referencing Conan's crucifixion scene. A barbaric movie created barbaric wrestling moves. The influence spread from Hollywood to sports entertainment. Number 20. Success led to the producer's bankruptcy. Conan was profitable. It should have saved producer Dino De Laurentiis's career, but he used the success to fund even bigger, riskier projects. Most failed spectacularly. By 1988, De Laurentiis declared bankruptcy. Success can be more dangerous than failure in Hollywood. It started as a cocaine-fueled disaster, with an inexperienced star, vicious animals, and a director who didn't care about safety. But somehow, that disaster became a legend. Maybe chaos is the secret ingredient to creating something immortal. If you're obsessed with the insane stories behind Hollywood's greatest films, hit subscribe. We're diving deeper into the madness next week. Because the truth behind your favorite movies, it's always stranger than fiction.